Oops. Okay, so it's recording now, guys. But yeah, so when you're going through Facebook, when you're going through Instagram, make sure that you're putting up engaging things, especially during the update times, because otherwise it's going to mess up your whole algorithm. That's why some people, when Facebook finally updated again, they found themselves like not getting any views, no likes, no nothing. So write that down. Make sure that when you see that that Facebook and Instagram is going through updates, you create engaging posts. Okay, so that's when you would want to create one for sure. Okay, so then we're going to talk about the laws of attraction. Okay, so y'all know, like, okay, in the dating realm, and some of y'all are still, like, I did a poll on my story the other day about who dates and who's not dating, and it was actually super interesting. So it got me to see my audience, but that's something that I want you guys to kind of like think about and do as distributors as well. Like, put stuff onto your story that pertains to your life, but also at the end of the day, like, can help you gauge what type of people are there on your page. So when I did this poll, and I asked like who was dating and who was not. Okay, so that lets me know how many people are actually in the love scene and how many are not. And then it gave me the chance to reach out to those people and say, hey, why don't you date? Or hey, why do you date? Or how do you and your dates go? And that was honestly a whole open door way to communicate. So like some of you guys just left the Zoom from Amber, and that's what Amber is basically saying, and that's what I keep trying to tell you guys too. You're supposed to be creating conversations. Like, to cold message someone is not the best. It is a way to get customers and to get because I've seen it. You can get customers, you can get distributors, and that's just fine by cold messaging. But at the end of the day, the only people that you're going to connect with are the ones that you've taken the time with to learn. Okay. And I know, like, each one of you guys, all of my diamonds here, I know enough about each of you just by our conversations. And Aisha, I'm not your leader, but I know that your leader also takes the time daily to like reach out and say hello, or like to at least, figure out what do you do, like what are your interests, and kind of fit the business towards your goals. So this is what this training is going to help you do, because we're going to start forming the social media to what you like to do. Okay, so I was noticing a couple weeks ago that there were a couple of us who are still doing the sharing thing, and it's honestly not bad, because based on the Facebook algorithm, sharing someone else's post or sharing another post, it does not hurt it in essence. But if you share too many things on your page at one time, then it becomes catastrophic to your personal algorithm. So you literally are hurting your own self and hurting your business and your views when you share multiple things at one time. Honestly, what I do is I find so many things on Facebook that I want to share. So when that happens, I'll share them every 4 hours. But what I do is there's a little button on the top of your Facebook, like there's the three dots. Click those 3 dots and then click save. Okay, so when you feel like you don't have a post, or if you want to do something or post something that you shared or saw that was cute, then you can share it then, and then it won't mess up your algorithm. So at the minimum, you should be posting 3 times a day. And like Amber was saying in her thing, your post should be about past, present, and future. So if you've just started your business, I normally like the idea of people going live to talk about their business, because that's a good opening. That gets your feet wet in your life. That lets people know, hey, I'm open for business, and I'm trying to figure this out the same way that I would help you try to figure it out. And I feel like that honestly is a more attention catcher than anything else. Okay, so like I said, it's the laws of attraction. Like, if you sound enthusiastic and if you sound like amazed and like hype and ready to go, so will the people on your live. Like, it just you literally feed off of the whole entire experience. And I cannot explain how it works. It just does, because humans, we're built that way. We're built for social connection. We're built for that social interaction. And having Facebook and Instagram and things of that nature allows you to do so much at so small of a time frame, okay? So I do want to make this live video kind of interactive. So in the comments, okay? So in our chat box right here, in the chat box in your Zoom, if you can, type in which platform you plan on using to run your business, okay? So do you want to use Instagram? Do you want to use Facebook? Do you want to use both? And some people do use YouTube also, but YouTube I feel like right now is a secondary, because what you can do is like these videos that I make for the team, I started to upload to YouTube so that way when someone else comes along, I can actually give them this video and they're just fine. And the same with my other videos. Like if I make keto coffee and someone needs to know how to make keto coffee, then they know kind of what, what the steps are and everything. It's like, okay, Felicia, so she said Facebook. Anybody else put in Facebook, Instagram, or, oh, okay, so you use both. Like I said, I need to figure out how to use it. And then Facebook there too. Okay, good. So then I'm going to mute you, Shar. Okay, so put into the comments which platform you plan on using. And then, let's see, use both, but be more friends on Facebook. Okay, that's fine, Monique. Cool. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to focus this particular training on Facebook, since most of us in here have already been exposed to Facebook. And then, like I said, as I get better at it and as I get more information, I will update you guys on the Instagram models, okay? Now, I will tell you this, for those who are trying to branch over to Instagram, the sooner you do it, the better, because that way you're at least practicing on your own and kind of getting into the swing of it. I literally just started being more proactive and like posting if I don't post every day on Instagram, I'm posting once every 2 days or every other day, just because I'm not used to Instagram, but I do know how it works. So I know that you can use hashtags, okay? But you don't overload your posts with hashtags. Use hashtags that are relevant and photos that are eye-popping. And if you can make a theme for your Instagram, I don't know if you guys have seen my Instagram before, but it should be linked to my Facebook. So if you go later after after this video, if you want to go and onto my Facebook page and then click my Instagram, you can see kind of the theme that I have, and it's like a color scheme kind of thing for every photo that I do. Okay, so you can do that as your Instagram information. The same thing you can do with Instagram, you can transfer over to Facebook, okay? So what I'm gonna call it is, I call it like and some of you guys who started earlier this week with boot camp, in your boot camp day, I think it's day 6, you're gonna go through a social media makeover, okay? So what we're gonna do is help you get your Facebook up to specifications and open. So it's basically like owning a shop. So yes, you're in the business. Yay, we are excited that you are in the business. You are up and ready to run. If you got your box already, you are ready. Like, you have your products on the shelves. You're ready to like do live videos and show your products off and everything. That's great. But at the end of the day, who wants to walk into a store that looks like a beaten down not hardware, that's not the word I'm looking for, wholesale store? Like, remember, okay, so in Virginia where I used to live, there were like, especially in downtown areas, there's buildings that are run down for days with vines scrolling up of them, and like you can tell that they're like pest infested and everything. And that's not the view that you want your customers to have, your DTs to have when they get onto your page. So that's why I say it's literally the law of attraction. What you put on your page, that's what you're going to attract. So honestly, if you find something that's encouraging, and I've noticed this too, if I find something that's super encouraging, but it doesn't fit what I'm trying to attract onto my page, I won't post it. I may have loved that item. I may have loved the video. And if I feel like there's someone in particular that I want to see that post, then I will tag them in that comment section of that post. But I will not post it on my page, because I know that at the end of the day, when someone comes and they look at my page, I don't want them to see that. Like, that's not what I want them to I don't want that to be their, I guess their like connecting point with me, I guess, because for lack of a better word, okay? So I want to make sure that everything I'm posting is either positive, something that is duplicatable, something that is uplifting, something that's going to encourage my business in sales, whether it be loyal customers getting entry. And like she said Amber said in the last Zoom, when you're doing your product posts, don't say, oh, I have like these blah, 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 blahs. I stopped doing it just because it wasn't attracting as much as I wanted to. Hey, whoever that is, put yourself on mute, please. Yay, there we go. Okay, so I stopped putting on my page like, oh, I have such these for sale, or like even for my product packs when I do my sample kits, I've now made that as a story instead, okay? So I want you guys to understand something too. Your story can be filled with anything and everything that pertains to you. You have full reign control over all of it. So it is honestly up to you on how you run your business. But I'm saying the best ways that I found that works and still lets me be personal with my audience is to use my stories to actually get my life across. And let me just give you for example. Past couple of days, I did a facial and skin routine, and I would show people like my before and after. That before and after literally got me so many different people saying, what did you do? What did you use? What happened or whatever? And that's just because it was a live video, like people could see, and I was doing a regular story. And then I would add things like polls from my stories so that way it could track like who asked me what question. So it's cool to add those polls into your story too. So if you can, I would suggest as soon as this is over as well, then go into your stories and try to get familiar with how to post a story. Okay, your first couple of stories are gonna be horrible. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Your first stories are gonna be horrible, but once you get the hang of it and you like do it more and more, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, so this is how I need to hold the camera. This is how I need to view this or this item. This is the kind of lighting that I need to use, for this area of my house or outside or whatever. And if you do a live video, your live video automatically goes to your story. And I've noticed that also helps. So if you're like me and you do your lives, at least try to do your lives every single day, then you at least have something for sure that's going up there as you. Now, the other thing that's eye-popping and catching is Pinterest, okay? Pinterest is our best friend in this business. I cannot stress that enough. So Pinterest is going to give you pop-in photos. It's going to give you pop-in wording. It's going to give you backgrounds that are friggin' awesome. So like when you're doing your Facebook makeover, if you're in boot camp, if you're doing your Facebook makeover, go into Pinterest and find some cute backgrounds. Mine is just like literal glitter. Like that's all I looked up. I was like, let me type in pink glitter, and whatever pink glitter came up, that's what I have as my cover photo. And I know other women, they did the same, like other people who are really strong in this business and are like ambassadors and everything. If you go, like literally go check out these people's pages. Go look at Amber's page. Go look at her Facebook page. Go look at her Instagram and how it flows and what kind of things she's posting. So that way you have an idea like what you need to be posting in order to attract customers, in order to attract distributors, things of that nature. Like I said, it's a law of attraction. You will attract what you put out. Okay, so then that brings me to engagement, right? So this brings me to engagement in the Facebook community, Instagram. I'm going to focus on Facebook first since most of us want to do Facebook. So when you're on Facebook, I've noticed that they no longer acknowledge a like. You cannot just like something and keep it scrolling and that person will see your items. No, you have to go and love that person's item and then comment, and then that person will start to see your items in their feed. Okay, so as much as you can, like legit as much as you can, and I say that very timidly because there are some people's posts who are just negative, and I mean, it would be kind of awkward for you to love their post and then comment something unless you can find a way to spin it. Some people can. I just know for me, sometimes I can't. So if I find that post that I see from them isn't positive enough for me to heart and to comment, I'll go onto their page and find something else to heart and to comment on. Okay. And I've got into the habit as well. Like if you have time, people who posted for you, who did host a post for you, go back on their page and love some of their items. Like go, especially for me, I've done this and it's helped tremendously with my algorithm. Go to their profile picture, love their profile picture, and then love their cover photo, okay? The reason why I'm saying this is because most people, even though it may be something like somebody may have posted like a thing of flowers as their profile picture. However, everyone knows that a profile picture is a representation of you. So when you go to that person's page and you go and you love their flowers and you love the cover photo that they have, you're literally telling them, I love this piece of you. So that's the way that I look at it, okay? So make sure that you're at least trying your hardest to spread the love, because honestly, when you give that love off from your page, you're going to get it back. For people who tell me that they're not getting much engagement, I'm just like, okay, well then that means you're not engaging in the proper way that Facebook recognizes in order for you to get engagement back. So just swap those kind of two things. So instead of just going through and liking and scrolling and liking and scrolling and saying, oh, well, I engaged. It's like, no, fam, you didn't engage. You have to go love a post or a couple from that person and then comment, and that's it. Like legit, that's it, okay? And the comment could literally be like, sometimes I'll just post an emoji or a set of emojis under their thing, but it's still a comment. Like Facebook recognizes it as still a comment. So do that to boost your algorithm for certain people's posts. Now, I will also say that the posting intervals, exactly the 3-2-1 rule. So I think it's for every three, how does it go? For every, it's going to be three loves. Isn't it 3 loves, 2 comments? Okay. So instead of likes, because I want you to do loves, because the Facebook algorithm has changed again. Like I said, they're not recognizing likes at all. Like a like does nothing. So do 3 loves, 2 comments, and 1 message. And it doesn't even, and you could even, if you're going to message someone, like Amber said, be intentional. So if you're already on their page and you're looking through it and you say, oh, this girl I think would be really good on my team, then message them something like, hey, I saw that, the other day you went to Disney World or whatever. How was it? Like, just send a message. Like, it doesn't take much at all. Like, honestly, I've started so many just being friendly. Hey, whoever that is, mute yourself. Hey, Dom. Actually, that's Dom. So if you find yourself not being able to get or boost your algorithm by the likes, try the loves instead, okay? So 3 likes, 2 comments, 1 message, okay? And I honestly was gonna say you can use the messages that you sent them as a as a filter to figure out if that's someone that you truly want on your team or not. So just like Amber said, like I said in the live that we just did, if you find that that's a person, whoops, hold on, why is it doing that on my screen? Oh, that was weird. Okay, anyways, I'll figure it out later. So if now I got my mind, like my brain just went blank. Yeah, so anyways, just comment and make sure that you message. Oh, you're fine, Dom. So just make sure that you're messaging something that pertains to that person, okay? So then the next thing is content, okay? So these are the different types of content you can do. We have content that are photos. You have content that are videos. You have content that are your stories. We already spoke with those. And you can do your, what are they called? Your lives. So your lives are going to go kind of hand in hand with videos, but I've noticed something weird about Facebook recently. When you go live, it still counts as a post, as a whole post. So when you're trying to do your intervals, be careful with that, because if you had a live video and then you post another comment or another status, like literally a couple minutes afterwards, that status is going to be competing with the live video that you literally just posted. So be careful. You can put it within 30 minutes of it. That part I have noticed. So you can space it out if you do the live video and then you wait 30 minutes and then post again, as your third or fourth post or whatever post you're trying to do for that day, then that's perfectly fine. Just be super careful with the time interval. And I know it's kind of tedious. Then that's I'm just trying to tell you how it works. Okay, so it's up to you to decide what you want to do with it, but I'm just telling you how it works. If you don't want to go live, okay, so if you honestly don't want to go live, you would have to figure out another way to get your face out there. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine if you went into Kohl's and there were no associates. All the products and stuff were there, but there were no associates. That's literally what it looks like if nobody ever sees your face on your Facebook page. Okay? Imagine if you go to Walmart or Publix or whatever and there were no Walmart employees. Okay? Like, you have to, and that too, actually. So it's very, very hard for people to see like action. Like, at least the video is supposed to be showing you doing an action. Okay. And actually Dom posted it in the comments, so the same thing actually. Yes. And guys, I will say that has actually helped as well. So say for me, because sometimes in the morning I don't look pretty and I don't want to go on live. Okay, so I'm not one of those people who's like super confident and like ready to just like boom expose, right? So you can literally go live and have your hands only showing. And those are the same videos, like the ones in my live, I will transfer to my stories. And those are what people will see. So they'll see me making my coffee with my hands and stuff like that, but no face. Or I'll set my phone on my counter so it just looks at the cup, and then I'll set it to record it and then do it like that. And that is perfectly fine, but just make sure you upload it afterwards, okay? So like I said, there's a couple different forms that you can use. You can do, you can, Five Below. I don't know if everybody has a Five Below by you. Check in the tech section. Normally buy all the phone cases and stuff like that. They do. They actually have those little stands also that you can put the phone on. Like, you can set it to record and put the phone on, and that's fine. Exactly. So you can save the video before posting it. You can do the same also on Facebook, okay, guys? So if you, like, and that's also how I was doing it before. I literally was getting customers from Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram at one point, and I really honestly stopped. I don't know why. I just got, like, overwhelmed. But I used to record on Snapchat because I love the filters, and I love the fact that Snapchat is actually longer. When you do the video portion, it's longer. So it let me at least do the whole entire video I wanted with my filter already on it. And then I would save from Snapchat and then just post those videos from my Snapchat to my Facebook and to my Instagram stories. So you can do that too, and to your actual feed. So you can do that too. So those are the two ways to put the videos up there. Now for photos, okay? So Amber also mentioned the same thing, and I kind of wanted to get that across too. Your photos don't always have to be all polished because we're not getting paid for filtered photos, okay? We're getting paid to sign loyal customers and distributors. So the photos that you are posting, make sure that you are intentional with them, all right? I just saw, like, Monique I think a couple days ago, I wound up seeing one of her photos of her cat, and that was legit the funniest thing to me, honestly. So be intentional with your videos. It doesn't have to be about, it works every single time. And like Amber was saying, make sure that your posts are past, present, and future. Like, even if you aren't posting about the business, somehow tie it back in. Like, say, oh, I'm so glad that I got to be at home with my cat, or like Felicia, I was telling you, you're welcome, Monique. Or like Felicia, I was telling you, like, for your nails, when you got your nails done, you could have been like, I'm so glad that I have this company that I got to go get my nails done and have a me time now that I've, got extra hours in the day, or something like that. Something cool that, like, we're trying to not subliminally let them know, but like let people know that there's another option. Like, you don't have to work a job in order to make the same amount of money. So, and you do want to make sure that you make the business attractive. Thus, the laws of attraction, okay? So what you're posting on your page is literally what you're going to attract. Okay, every single thing that you post, whether you post something and tag somebody else in it, or if you post something and it's a shared file from someone else, or even if it's like a funny guy or someone is fighting or whatever, if you're posting stuff like that, that's what people are going to see when they step inside your business. And I know that if I saw anybody fighting in Sephora, when I go there to purchase my makeup, I'm going to turn right back around and I'm going to come back another day. Okay. So that's what you need to be thinking about. Like, your Facebook is your storefront. Your Facebook is what people are going to see when they first stop by, or when you message them and you say hello, they're going to directly look at your Facebook. And I know it's true because you guys cannot tell me, Felicia, Monique, all of you guys on my team, y'all can't tell me that y'all never looked at my Facebook page before you joined me, okay? I know that you guys did. Y'all had to make sure that what I was doing was legit and real. And I know Monique was like ready to go from like the jump though. So I'm like super excited. But guys, like, you have to keep that in mind. So laws of attraction, make sure that the posts that you're putting up are good to go, okay? And then the interval, every 3 to 4 hours, try to make sure that you're doing it without hold on, whoever that is. It won't let me mute you, so whoever that just came in, mute yourself, please. I don't know why mine does that, but anyways, I only have a couple of minutes left anyway, just because of the time. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to do is, when you are going through your page, okay, when you're posting things on your page, you literally should be encouraged by the stuff that you're posting on your own page. If you can't get encouraged by the stuff that you're posting on your own page, then don't do it. I'm so done, Felicia. Okay. But if you haven't, girl, how can you, well, okay. I guess, cause you still like and love my stuff. So you see it all the time. But that's what I'm saying, guys. So like, you have to look at it from the perspective of yourself. Like, if you were to go and look at your own page, would you be encouraged? Would you want to join the business if you saw your own page? That's how you should look at it. So build your confidence, okay? Build your confidence. I wanted to make sure that I also let you guys know, especially for the new people, because I have a couple, or you guys, or some of you guys are still new too. Make sure that you can get confident in at least one product, okay? When you get your box, you have keto coffee to choose from, you have greens, you have the wraps, and you have keto energy that you can use, okay? Get confident in one item. Yes, exactly. Like, when you're posting, make sure that you're answering, like, when you look at your own post, does this make you want to join your own business? Does this make you want to like join your own team? Okay. So then, like I said, back to building your confidence, okay? Find one product that you absolutely adore. Monique, I know that you're going through yours, and Felicia, I know that you've had some before too, and Charisma. You guys have products that you know that you already like and that work for you. Like, start putting those products into your daily lifestyle, okay? And the reason why I say that is because legit, and don't throw away containers, guys. I was taught this from the jump. Do not throw away your containers. Like, you can literally, hold on, I'm gonna try to see if I can. Okay, I can't find it right now. But anyways, find your old containers, okay? I never throw away my old containers because I always want to make sure I'm able to take photos with these items. I may not have them with me right now. Like, this is definitely full because Confianza is my thing. I need this to survive. Everybody on my page knows that I need Confianza to be stress-free. So that's the kind of thing that people should be able to look on your page and be like, oh yeah, I know that she makes her keto coffee every single morning. Or I know that she wraps every single, 3 days, and every 3 days, or at least once a week. And like, people should know, like, that's what she does. She's that wrap girl. She's that keto coffee girl. She's that keto energy girl. She's that, what else do we have? We have so many different products, guys. So figure out which product you like and showcase that product as your main activity, because as you go, you're going to build confidence in not only yourself, but in the product and also in how you talk and explain how it works. Because most people nowadays are not looking for the person who has the biggest head in the room. They just want to know if you can relate to what they are talking about or how they feel. So when people ask me like what exactly Confianza is, in my head, I legit just tell them like, I don't know what's in Confianza, but I know how it makes me feel, and my hormones like stable themselves out. It's an anti-stress formula. It helps with my fatigue. It helps me focus, and that's all I know about the product. That's literally all I know, and that gets people like left and right like wanting to have the Confianza. So build your confidence in one product, and then like bloom, bloom, just bloom. Okay, and then I think that's it. Okay, so also I wanted to go over one other thing before we go. I've noticed that if you do a post in the morning, so if you're doing a live video, if you're doing a post in the morning, and you type in good morning and then post whatever it is, you're going to wind up getting more likes than something that doesn't have it, because Facebook has now started using like a keyword type thing. And the keywords are based on time frame of the day. So if you do one in the afternoon, say good afternoon. If we do one at good night, just be like, good night, everybody. I'm so glad, blah, blah, blah. And then go that way. You literally will boost your algorithm just by that too. And like I said, once you start having people liking your stuff, go back and like some of their stuff. Or like I said, love their things. Love 3 things, 2 comments, and 1 message, okay? And then yes, run your auto ships if you can. If you cannot, then that means you're not doing the business right, okay? You should have enough funds to run your auto ship. So make sure that you are running your auto ship and try different products as you go. So if you like the keto coffee, I literally have tried, I think I've tried everything except for the probiotic on the thing. And any like joint things I haven't tried, but every other product that we have, I have tried. I've done it. And I know you guys can do it too. So try the products and then, right, exactly. So say good morning, good afternoon, and good night on your 3 posts. So if you're going to do it like in the afternoon, you don't have to put, oh goodness, my alarm is ringing for the other Zoom after this. Yes, you can pick your auto ship every single month. So Felicia, you should be able to log into your eSuite with the information that we fixed yesterday and get your auto ship set up for whatever day you need. So every single time you do your auto shipment, you can change the day if you need to. Just make sure that it's run before the 25th, okay? Make sure your date is before the 25th. Now, I only have a minute left, so that is all that I have for you guys. For my team that's on this live, on this Zoom, do me a favor and private message me which platform you said you wanted to use, so that way I can make sure that we have all the updates and I can get you the social media guide and you can actually look through it and get up. So otherwise, you guys, I appreciate y'all for coming on here. Y'all have a great night, okay? Bye.